gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Whirling. Hey, lift. 14.
Here's Pollard again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Third and 2, Herbert. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The throw over the middle taken in. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We're scoreless after one. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a Texas native and former Aggie, it's Isaiah Spiller. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
Now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, it's Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Running on first down, Eckler. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Trey McKinney, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. Going right back to Ferguson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. The Cowboys come in with 2 wins on the year. They come in losers in 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He's airing it out for Williams, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 76 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense has... yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Eckler. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Devin McCourty brings him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Michael Davis. yards.
Well, Charles, he was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Herbert on first down now. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eckler now between the tackles. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. It's Eckler again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 17 yards out. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score. Chargers 28, Cowboys 9.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster.
And now here is another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Cowboys, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Get ready! Go!
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up.
And now here is another interception. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, Justin Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete to Josh Palmer. First and goal. Los Angeles.
Here's Herbert. Quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Complete to Gerald Everett. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0.
Chargers 42, Cowboys 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 43 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
1st down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Herbert throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cowboys, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Charger first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cowboys, nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Ready up.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Chargers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they dropped their 7th game on the year.